Hello and good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another series and another episode of BrixKidz Live. It's me, Craig, with you, and
Janelle.
how are you, Janelle?
I'm good.
Good. Janelle is all ready to go. Are you ready to go? We just want to welcome you. Just want to say thanks for joining us today. Thanks for being with us. I hope you will have a blessed day. Thank you for all your wonderful message and I hope you had a great week. Now, today we have a big show lineup for you. You know what it's about, Janelle?
No.
No, you don't know what it's about?
No.
Think. You want to think, boys and girls? Think. What is it about? I'm giving a clue in what I'm telling you to do. Think. Think. You need to think. We
About
are
thinking?
about thinking. Yes, we are talking about our mindset and our attitude. Our focus today is on attitude and our mindset. I love to talk to children about growth mindset. Do you know that your brain is like a muscle?
Yes.
Yes, we have to keep on trying and keep on trying. So, boys and girls, we want to thank you for joining us. If you want to share with your friends and the family and tell them, get online now, BrixKidz on Facebook, BrixKidz on YouTube, BrixKidz on www.brixkids.org. They can all join in. We start the month of Joyful July. And in Joyful July, we have lots of things happening. And I did challenge you to write a story, a summer challenge of 500 words, focusing on the things that you need to do. So the 500 word challenge, you needed to think on, see what you can see in nature that reminds you of God, see what you can hear, listen for things you can smell, how you feel, what you can do, the taste of things that will help you. And I hope you have been looking out for that and doing your 500 challenge. Also, want to remind you, we have the book of the month that is coming up. And the book of the month coming up is
How to Code a Sandcastle.
How to Code it. And do you want to tell us what that is about, Jenna? What should we do?
We should go on any coding website and code a game or make up our own game and send it in to us on www.BrixKidz.org.
Okay, now we want to also remind you that we have the next thing we need to do is our new Bible Art Challenge. Now, we had a Bible Art Challenge and it was for you to go and read 2 Samuel 22 and 23 and make up a song. And Jaden have made his song and he sent it to me. So I want you all to listen to Jaden, making sure that you listen to Jaden singing his song. So Jaden is going to sing his song that he have made up.
Of David. Oh Lord my God, you rescue me from the hands of my enemy. Oh Lord my God, you fought for me and delivered me from my enemy. Oh Lord my God, you are my word. You saved my soul and set me free. You followed me and saved my life. You gave me great victory.
Well done, Jaden. Thank you for that. You have been a star. Thank you for that song based on 2 Samuel 22 and 23. Also want to thank those who cooked with us this week. If you were cooking with Curly Sue and BrixKidz, we have Raina who cooked with us this week. Raina and Chani who cooked. What did they cook? You remember?
Sweet corn fritters.
Sweet corn fritters, and that was yummy. I hope you send your pictures in and share that with us. So we want to thank them for sharing. And next week at the end I'll tell you what we're cooking for next week. Also, Friday favorites. We had our Friday favorites last night and some lovely singing from Jaden and Angelina and Richelle and Janelle. And if you want to be a part of that, where you get your children share their favorite, whether it's by singing and playing an instrument, their favorite Bible verse, and maybe at the end of the show share some of the singing from yesterday's show. But also, what is coming up? What is coming up, Janelle? In July. In July, at the end of July, when everybody's on holiday.
VBS!
VBS. It's VBS time. And we know you have been signing up, and we have all the resources, we have sought them out, and we had a meeting that we will be sharing that with leaders, and we look forward to doing that. So we have our VBS. If you haven't registered as yet, make sure you register to our holiday. It's going to be virtual. Usually we are in the building, we're usually in church and in the community centers and doing this, but this year because of coronavirus we can't do that, so we have to make sure we are social distancing. So it's on the 27th of July to the 31st, starting from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we are going to make sure that it's fun, so make sure you join up with that. Now we have a great show lineup for you, and what you're gonna need, boys and girls, you're gonna need a piece of paper. You're going to need a calculator, because I'm going to have some maths for you to see, because I want to see how well you can add. And we're going to talk about percentage. Oh, percentage. It's not going to be that hard. You just need to have your paper, and I have a piece of thread here, and I have a rope. I'm going to be tying up Janelle with this. She's just too bad. No, I'm not going to tie. But we have thread and rope. I have my sponge, and I have a bowl, and I have water, and I have some peas. What am I going to do with peas? Cooked rice and peas? Who knows? Guess what? We have so much fun lined up for you. I just want you to be ready and be prepared. And we're going to sing our first song, because what we need to do, we need to think positive at all times, have great thought, and
trust him.
Who are we trusting?
God.
So let's say, think positive, have great thoughts, and
trust him.
Let's sing our song. in you, Lord. You are good. Life can be crazy like it is now, coronavirus and everything, but we are trusting you. Now, Jonel, what is attitude? What do you understand by attitude? What is attitude?
When I think it's like when you're shouting.
It could be when you're shouting.
Or when you're not saying it nice.
So you have, that's a bad attitude.
Yeah.
What about a good attitude?
When you're being nice.
When you're being nice.
And you're helping others.
And you're helping others. You know, people have good attitude and bad attitude. But we know we need to have a positive mindset, because our mind, what we think about, helps us to develop a good attitude. Now, attitude, the dictionary says attitude is a settling in a way of thinking or feeling about something. That means it's what you think about something and how you feel about something. And if you feel bad about it and if you think bad about it, you're going to have a bad attitude. If you feel good about it and you think positive, you're going to have a good attitude. And we want you, boys and girls, we want everybody to have a good attitude. Now, I want to say one of the three things that we have. We're going to look at some pictures that you have drawn, but before I look at those pictures, so 5 things we need to do to have good attitude, or that helps us with our attitude. 1, need to be listening to some good music. Do you love to listen to music?
Yeah.
Yes, and you can play music too, so sometimes playing. So music is a good way to help our brain to develop and have a calm attitude, good attitude. The next thing we need to do is laugh.
That's not laughing.
That's not laugh.
Like that.
Give me a joke.
Why did the banana go to the doctors?
Can't hear you.
Why did the banana go to the doctors?
Can't hear you.
Why did the banana go to the doctors?
Can't hear you. I got you. I don't know. They fell out of the skin? What?
Because he wasn't peeling very well.
That's funny. It wasn't peeling very well. That's funny.
Instead of feeling, you say peeling because you can't peel the banana.
Matthew, I know you have a joke. Share it with us. I know you have a joke. I know you're watching Matthew. Share it with us. So we have to make sure we listen to some good music. Always have fun and laugh. The other thing, we need to go for walks and rides and exercise. Because when you're healthy, when you have a good exercise, then what happens? You feel refreshed.
Yeah.
And you're getting some fresh air and you're okay. The other thing we need to do is some art. And I know you love to do that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show you some of the pictures that you had. So if we see those pictures, look at those wonderful pictures that Janelle drew. I just love those colors. And when I saw it, I thought it was, a piece of paper she took from somewhere else. But look at it, it's amazing. And that was what were you doing when you did those art?
I was just, because I was a bit bored, I was just drawing. The one that has rainbows, I was just a bit bored and didn't know what to do, so I just started drawing and I made that.
And that made you feel better?
Yeah.
And you weren't bored anymore because you spent so much time doing that, and that's what happened. You draw. And the last thing we need, you mentioned it, is to make sure we help others. Now, how good are you at maths, Janelle?
I don't know.
I don't know. No, you can count, right? What's the letters of the alphabet?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Now, if we were to write a number for each letter, how many numbers would we write?
25.
26. We have 26 letters. So if I give each letter a number, A, 1, B, so forth, we're going to look what happened, because sometimes it's about 100%. If we have let's see the next slide that comes up. If we look at hard work, and we look at all the letters in hard work, and we add them up.
H is equal to 8.
Yes.
A is equal to 1.
And so
R
forth.
is equal to 18. D is equal to 4. W is equal to 23. O is equal to 15. R is equal to 18. And K is equal to 11.
And when we add that up, we get
98%.
98%.
That's not 100%.
That's not 100%, but we need 100% in life to get your life. So
Knowledge.
Knowledge. How much is knowledge adding up to?
96%.
96%. That's
We
not.
need 4 more percent.
We need, so hard work. So that means, boys and girls, if we have hard work and everything is go, we still don't reach 100%. Knowledge, not 100%. What else do we have? What
Love.
about? Let's go back. Love.
L is
Oh.
equal to 12. Wait, the whole thing is equal to 40.
L is equal.
54.
L is equal to 12. O 15. V 22. 5 is for E.
5.
And that's what?
54%.
What about luck?
Near 100.
If we do luck, if we think something.
L 12, U 21, C 3, K 11.
And that's only.
47.
No, we don't get anywhere with that. So what we do, we need to. What do we need? Need to try some money. What if we have all the money?
M 13, O 15, N 14, E 5, Y 25.
72%. That's, we have all the money in the world. We still not have 100% life. Leadership. If you're in leadership and you're the boss.
L 12, E 5, A 1, D 4, E 5, R 18, S 19, H 8, I 9, P 16.
And that's
89%.
and that's still not enough. So what makes 100%? What is it that we can try to make 100%? Let's see. Every problem.
That's the solution. Only if we perhaps change our attitude to go to the top to that 100%, what we really need to go further, a bit more,
And we need attitude. And when we have good.
A1, T20, T20, I9, T20, U21, D4, E5.
And that all adds up to
100%!
100%.
Hooray!
It's our attitude towards life and work that makes our life 100%. So here we see it is our attitude that we can get 100% in life. And that's why, boys and girls, we need to have good attitude. We need to always have that positive mindset to say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Our memory text for today is from Philippians 2 verse 5. And what does it say? Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. So let's say that again, boys and girls, together. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. That means we need to be thinking of God, thinking, what would Jesus do? That's what I like to say. What would Jesus do? How would Jesus behave? What would he think? We want to have that mind. So, before we go to our story with Auntie Michelle, we are going to now go to our song to remind us that God is good in every way. So let's listen to our song, God is good in every way.
And remember to trust God.
Come on now, join with me, everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way. Come on now, join with me, everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way.
He is always there for us.
He's good in every way.
Pouring out his awesome love.
He's good in every way.
He fills us up with peace and joy.
He's good in every way.
He gives us all we need and more.
He's good in every way.
Come on now, join,
Come on now, join with me, everybody.
with peace and joy.
He's good in every way.
He gives us all we need and more.
He's good in every way.
Come on now, join with
Come on now,
me.
join with me. Everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything. He's good in every way. Come on now, join with me. Everybody sing.
Everybody sing.
I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything. He's good in every way. He's good in every way. He's good in every way.
Hi, boys and girls. Do you remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Yes? Yes, they were Daniel's friends. They were taken captive to Babylon, and they were taken to the king's palace because they were bright boys, and the king wanted the best of the best in Israel. And he presented before them his food, the meats and stuff, but these boys, they resolved in their hearts that they would not eat the king's meat, and they requested instead water, nuts and grains. And at the end of the 3 years of study, these boys were proven to be the brightest, up to 10 times brighter than all the other boys. Boys and girls, these young men, children of God, they kept studying his word, and they resolved in their heart that they would choose to serve God no matter what. Now they were promoted in the kingdom after some time. And one night, the king had a dream, King Nebuchadnezzar, and he could not remember the dream. And he called for all the magicians and the astrologers in the kingdom, and none of them could tell him what his dream was and what it meant. Only Daniel could interpret that dream, because he asked God to give him the interpretation, and he asked his 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, to help him pray. And God answered their prayers and gave Daniel the dream and the interpretation. Now in this dream, Nebuchadnezzar saw a huge statue, and this statue was made up of a few different metals. The head was made up of gold, and the chest and arms were made up of silver. But the important thing is that this head of gold represented the kingdom of Babylon. And after Babylon, there will be another kingdom, the Medes and Persians. And then after them would be another kingdom. And King Nebuchadnezzar, when he heard this, was he happy, boys and girls, do you think? Oh no, he was not happy at all. He wanted his kingdom, Babylon, to last forever. And what do you think King Nebuchadnezzar did? Well, this King Nebuchadnezzar, he built a huge statue. And this statue was made of pure gold from head to toe. Because King Nebuchadnezzar, he wanted his kingdom to last forever. Now, he didn't just stop there. He wanted everybody to bow down to this image that he had made. And so he set up a time when everybody would bow down to this image. When they heard the sound of music, then everybody must bow down. And the day came for that to happen. But it wasn't just like that, just bow down. What if people didn't bow down? There was a consequence, boys and girls. If they did not bow down, then people would be thrown into a fiery furnace that King Nebuchadnezzar had prepared. Now, when the music played, the people bowed down, except Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They did not bow down. And there were some other rulers, governors, who did not like these 3 boys, And they saw that they did not bow down, and so they ran to tell King Nebuchadnezzar, King, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they did not bow down to the image. When the music played, they stood up. King Nebuchadnezzar said, what? Bring them to me. Maybe they did not understand the instructions. I will give them another chance. So he called the boys and he told them, I'll give you another chance to bow down to this image when you hear the music. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they said to him, O king, no disrespect, but we will not bow down to your image. We only serve the one true God. Now King Nebuchadnezzar, he was mad because the boy said, if you throw us in that fiery furnace, God will deliver us. And if he does not deliver us, it doesn't matter. We will still trust him. And so that made the king even more angry. And he said to his strong men, make the fiery furnace 7 times hotter. Maybe it got as hot and red as my hair, boys and girls. It was really, really hot. So hot that the men who were making it hotter, they themselves were burnt up by the heat. But Nebuchadnezzar, he got some stronger men and they tied up the boys and they threw them into the fiery furnace. And what do you think happened, boys and girls? Well, just as how you might be wondering, King Nebuchadnezzar, his eyes were fixed on the fiery furnace. And when he looked, he had to rub his eyes. And he looked again. And King Nebuchadnezzar, he looked into the fiery furnace. And he said, did we not throw 3 men into the fire? But I see a 4th man. And it seems like he's the Son of God. And then King Nebuchadnezzar said, take them out of the fiery furnace. Truly, their God has saved them. Truly, this is the one true God. And Nebuchadnezzar, boys and girls, he started to serve the one true God because 3 young men were resolved in their minds and in their hearts. They had a firm mindset, trusting Jesus come what may, that they were going to serve him and follow his laws. And because of that, a king of a great nation was converted and became a follower of Jesus. Boys and girls, are you going to make up your mind, come what may, to follow Jesus? If you do, who knows? Someone may also follow him, and it could be a great person in leadership, but it doesn't matter who. Jesus asks us just one soul for him. Just do what you need to do and set your heart on Jesus, and he will give you the courage to stand up for him. So trust him.
Thank you, Auntie Michelle, for that story. Trusting God. We need to make sure that we have that positive attitude at all times. So, what I want you to do is make a list of the things that you do to stay positive. We're going to sing our song. Auntie Michelle mentioned that. One True God. Let's sing our One True God.
You are the one true God, there will never be another. You are the faithful God, forever we will praise your name. You are the one true God, there will never be another. You are the faithful God, forever we will praise your name. the faithful God. Forever we will praise your name. You are the one true God. There will never be another. You are the faithful God. Forever we will praise your name. You are the one true God. There will never be another. You are the faithful God. Forever we will praise your name. You are the one true God. There will never be another. You are the faithful God. Forever we will praise your name. You are the one true God. There will never be another. You are the faithful God. Forever we will praise your name. You are the one true God. You are the faithful God. You are the one true God. You are the faithful God.
God is faithful and amazing and wonderful, and we just want to trust Him all the time and have a positive attitude. Now, Janelle, I hope boys and girls you know your 2 times table. I hope you know your 2 times table. I'm gonna test you. So I'm gonna do my 2 times table. I'll say it out aloud while you do your 2 times table. Everybody should be able to get that. Let me start. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 5 is 20. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 9 is 18. And 2 times 10 is 20. Yay! I did it! Did you get that, boys and girls? Why are you looking at me like that?
That's not sound right.
What did I do wrong?
On this paper,
Yes.
you did 2 times 5 equals 20, but 2 times 5 equals 10.
Oh, 2 times 5 equals 10. You see, boys and girls, that's what happened. Now, I did.
Wait, I see another mistake.
You see another mistake?
Yeah.
What other mistake?
Wait, let me see.
There's no other mistake.
Yes, you didn't do it in order.
I didn't do it in order, but did I get the others right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess.
I did 10 things, boys and girls, 10 problems, and I got 1 wrong. But Janelle didn't congratulate me for getting all 9.
Oh, sorry.
But that's alright, because that's what life is, boys and girls. That is what life is. That is what people will do. No matter how many things you do, boys and girls, correct, once you do something wrong, that's when people will say, he's not good, he did this and he did that. They'll see your mistake so easily. But when you do the right thing, nobody really sees that. I did 10 maths problem, I got 1 wrong, and she picked up on the 1 what I got wrong and didn't say, well done for getting 9 right. Boys and girls, I want you to always think, people will see your mistakes, but God sees you and knows your heart. And that's why we need to have positive thoughts and trust God. Because people will pick up on our mistakes, but God helps us with our mistakes. And we want you to see that. Now, I have here, boys and girls, it's about our attitude. So, we first need to remember to think positive thoughts and
Trust him.
now, I want to be sure that we are trusting God. So, let's see, we have our kidney beans. Now, if I say to you, this is what we need to do. We need to, how many people you think this can feed, Janelle?
Maybe about 10 or 15.
What would they do if they need to do that?
They need to put it in a pot and give like a few to this person and a few to that person and a few to this person.
So, what is it that they're cooking? What
Kidney beans.
What could they cook with their kidney beans?
Rice.
Rice and peas. And what else? Stew peas?
Yeah.
I love stew peas. So rice and peas and stew peas we could cook with this. Now, what was my question? how many people can you feed with this? Now, if you're a cook, Janelle, and I know you love cooking and you're good at cooking, you've been making some lovely dishes. But boys and girls, if you give this peas to a cook, that's what they'll do. They will see this as food to cook rice and peas and stew peas to feed a few people. But, boys and girls, if you gave this to a farmer, what do you think he's going to do?
Plant them.
He's going to plant them. And when he plants all these peas, he will have more peas.
And more peas.
And then,
more
so how
peas,
many
and
people?
more.
How many people would he be able to feed?
1,000.
1,000, millions people forever?
Well, if you give like one piece, and this is kind of silly, but if you give one piece to each person, it depends on how many are in the pack. Then everyone will get at least one.
But the farmer will use this and plant this. If he plants all of these, we have so many more red peas. So
Red
kidney beans. So he can cook and he can give some to the cook to cook, and he still have more to plant and cook and plant, and he will be able to feed for
thousands and millions and trillions and billions
So,
and billions and millions and billions and
Can you
billions.
see how attitude and mindset will help you in life? Because when I showed this to you, you said cook. And that's what we do, boys and girls. We only focus on the things that we are seeing now. We think, oh, kidney beans, cook some rice and peas and some stew peas, and that's it. But what I want you to do, have, boys and girls, is that mindset to think big. Think of great ideas. Don't just think about the little things that will help us today. Cook the food, we eat it, our belly is full, and that's it. No. Think of planting the beans. And then we have more beans to feed,
More
and we
beans
can
and
have
more beans and more beans
and we can sustain ourselves, we can help ourselves.
More beans.
And more beans. So that's what we need to remember. God sees our unlimited potential. He sees that we have great strides. We can do so many things. He just doesn't see you as little Jonelle, that, you know, oh, you're so little. No, he sees you as being the leader, the great one. Just like the Hebrew boys. They were in a massive crowd, but they stood out. God sees you, boys and girls, as one to stand out in life. So you need to have positive thoughts, think positive, and
Trust him.
every good thing is our next song. So let's listen. Every good thing.
Every good thing, 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 every good. You're the reason for every good thing, every heartbeat, every day we get to breathe. You're the reason for anything that lasts, every second.
think positive thoughts, and
Trust him!
trust God. Think positive thoughts and trust God. Now, boys and girls, we want to show you why it's important for us to always have a positive thought in our head, to think positive. Now, here I have, and I hope you can see this. This is a piece of string. I don't know if you can see that little piece of string. Yep. Now I have this string, and I'm going to take a piece. Janelle, I want you to put your hand out like this. Right? Yep. I'm going to put your hand out.
Do not strap my hands into pieces.
And I'm going to do this with it. Right? So this, boys and girls, I'm using this piece of
Okay,
thread.
it's gonna be okay.
It's going to be okay. I'm using this piece of thread, and Janelle,
Am I going to be a prisoner?
you're going to be a prisoner to your thoughts. So this thread is like you have a thought, and it's a bad thought. You ever had those bad thoughts before?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm going to be mean to somebody. So hands out, and yeah, that is
I
like
want to just leave my hands.
that's like a string. That's like your
Leave
thought.
my hands out.
No, what I want you to do, I want you to just break it. Break it. Break it. Oh, see? No, boys and girls, she was
But
able
now
to...
I have marks on my hand.
Yeah, you have a mark on your hand. She was able to break that because she didn't keep that thought. So that like was a bad thought, and she didn't keep it for long. So she was able to break free. So, I don't like this. She was like, oh, never mind. I'll try my best. So that's how it is when you have thoughts that comes. We will have those bad thoughts or those things that we should be thinking about, but we can break free from them. But what if this rope, when we have all those thoughts, because you see the rope is made from bits of string. So we have this rope, Janelle.
More string than
It's a lot of string
this.
compared to this piece of thread. This is a rope. Now what if you see all these little strings, boys and girls, all these little strings here? This is what makes up the rope different. If I take in one of these, Janelle will be able to take this rope and this string and break it. But when we put them together, we make a rope. Oh no, Janelle, put your hands out again. And
Oh, no.
we are going to have this, Janelle. And this is like when we have all of those thoughts in our head, Janelle. We keep all our thoughts in our head, and we don't want to get them. Let me see. So this is a thought that Janelle have, and she keeps those thoughts in her head, and she keeps them, and she keeps them, and she keeps them. Can you try and see if you can break those? Can you? Can't break them, can you? No, she can't break them. But
I can pull my
you can pull your hand out. So that's what it is, boys and girls. We need to make sure we don't keep those negative thoughts. Don't think I can't do it. Don't think I'm not good enough. Don't think maths is hard. Don't think church is boring. Don't think my parents are so miserable. Don't think I am so ugly. Don't think those negative thoughts. You're going to think positive thoughts. And when you give God your thoughts, you can get so much better at doing things. Psalms 51 verse 10 says,
Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit in me.
we want God to create in us a pure heart, and we need to have that mind. Let this mind be in you that was also in Christ. Now, we need to remember, have those positive thoughts, and
Trust him!
so now our second part, our next experiment is this sponge is like our brain.
Yeah.
Just like our brain, we soak up this piece of sponge here, we soak up things so easily. So this is the sponge we have, and we are going to see how, here's my Scotch Brite from washing, and we're going to see what happened. Scotch Brite or washing up sponge. But you're going to see what happened. This is a new sponge I took out, and it's so clean, and I'm going to put it in this yucky, mucky thing here. And this is like what happened.
Blood.
Yes, yeah, this is what happened when we put that
It's
in.
really so cute.
And look, our brain will soak up. Our brain is like a sponge. If we have those negative thoughts, it soaks it up, and we now become like this, and our brain becomes
It looks like you
dirty.
just scrubbed what do you call it?
The dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happened when we have those negative thoughts. Our brain become like that. But if we let our mind and give our mind to God, which is represented in this bowl of water, this is what will happen. We go and give our hearts to God, and look, boys and girls, we give our mind,
Even any colour in it.
give our minds to God, and
It's going away.
He can clean our.
It's gone.
It's
But
gone.
this isn't even any colours.
Because when we give God our heart and
He
give
takes
Him
it
our
away.
mind, He takes away all those bad
It's not
things.
going to be sinful.
He wants us to have those clear, clean, positive thoughts. Want to see that again, boys and girls?
Yeah.
So if we put this in, we get some so dirty, and our brain get all filled with all of this.
Put it in there then.
Put it in
I want
here.
to do it.
Oh, you do it in then. And then what will happen?
It's just gone.
It is gone.
Gone.
Our brain is clean, and we can have positive thoughts. So boys and girls, we need to make sure we think positive and trust God and always have those smart thinking. Right? So we need to think positive, have positive thoughts, and
Trust him.
now we are going to sing a song. To God be the glory, great things He has done.
Check it out now, to God be the glory. Check it out now, to God be the glory. Check it out now, to God be the glory. Check it out now, to God be the glory.
God be the glory, great things
Right.
He has done. So loved He the world that He gave us His Son, who yielded His life and atonement for sin,
For you.
and opened the life gate that all may go in.
Check it out now, to God be the glory.
Praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory, great things He has done.
Check it out now, to God be the glory. Check it out now, to God be the glory.
To God be the glory, great things He has done.
Yeah.
So loved He the world that He gave us His Son,
Yo.
who yielded His life and atonement for sin,
did.
and opened the life gate that all may go in.
For me.
Praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, let the people
Let it go,
rejoice.
let it go, let
Oh,
it go.
come to the Father through Jesus the Son. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory, great things He has done.
Yo, check it out now, to God be the glory. Check it out now, to God be the glory.
To God be the glory, great things He has done for us. He has taken us through this program today, and we're almost at the end. Just want to remind you of a few things. We want to remind you of our stories with Auntie Jen and stories with Michelle. Auntie Michelle, we have those on SoundCloud or on our blog. You can always get those. And also want to remind you that every week we have Dion, who is contributing a newsletter for the younger ones that you can always read, that will be posted on our blog. And then you can have some activities. I think today they are going to be making a scarecrow and doing some activities around that. You get some links to songs and videos for little ones, so make sure you join that. Also remind you that VBS is coming up the 27th of July to the 31st of July. So we have a great show lined up for you, and you need to make sure you sign up. It's we're going to be doing it with a few churches. So I know Aylesbury, Brixton, I know the SEC is going to be joining. So we need you to make sure you tell everybody to sign up to VBS. Get your resources. If your church wants to be involved, contact me on my number 07866437262 or email info@brixkids.org. And you can also contact Judy Clements at the SCC South England Conference. She's going to be having some information on that too. Our Bible Art Challenge for this week, I remind you, is now 1 Kings chapter 1 to chapter 4. It's about Solomon who becomes king and asks for wisdom. So 1 Kings chapter 1 to chapter 4, and it's all based on Solomon and him asking for wisdom, which is what we all want to have, to be great and wise. So make sure you read those. It will be on our website. We'll put that up as a reminder, but read those chapters and you can create your artwork or a poem or a song. I'm going to leave it up to you this week to do whatever creation you want to do. And then Thursday, cooking with Curly Sue. We are going to be making oatmeal cookies. So oatmeal and raisin cookies we're going to be making. So make sure you join us on Thursday at 3 p.m. We'll be going to be live on Instagram, on Facebook, and on our website. So you don't want to miss that. We look forward to you cooking with us and sharing your pictures so we can see that. Also, Friday favorites, and by popular demand, we have Jaden, who sang with us this week, and he sang a lovely hymn, and a lot of people have commented on our Facebook page and sent some emails. And I think if you miss this, I don't want you to miss Jaden singing his song, How Great Thou Art. So let's listen to Jaden before we end.
Oh Lord my God, when I know some wonder, consider all the works thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder that claps throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When through the woods and forest glades I wander, and hear the birds sing sweetly in the trees. When I look down from lofty mountains gander, and hear the breeze, and feel the gentle breeze, then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God is not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. then I shall bow with humble adoration and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
You can hear, if you want to hear more and you want to be involved, happy to have any of the children come and join us on a Friday for Friday Favorites, where they can share their talent, share what they have been learning. And I just want to remind you, the book of the month is How to Code a Sandcastle. You need to make sure you do a drawing of that or make a game and send it in to us, or go to one of those coding websites and then create that coding game. So How to Code a Sandcastle, you can code any game. There's a website, www.code.org. You can visit that, and there's lots of ways you can code your game. Reminders, if you have any information you want to send to us, any pictures you want to upload, you can email at info@BrixKidz.org. You can get in touch with me, 078-6643-7262. And you can always go to our website, www.BrixKidz.org, and upload your pictures. Go into the gallery, upload any pictures or drawing that you have. So, thank you to all of you for joining us today. Thank you to Live Street Kids and Group Publishing for all the lovely music that they have given us. And we want to remind you what our text says, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ. Philippians 2 verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ. Make sure your mind is steadfast on Christ. Have a positive attitude. Think positive. Think of great things. Think big, think positive, and trust God. So until next week, when we join us again for another episode in BrixKidz Live, just want to say bye. And we're going to leave you with our theme song for VBS. You're going to hear this a lot. So this is our theme song for virtual VBS, or Virtual Holiday Bible Club. You will be learning this song by the time we're ready. So let's listen to Your Power Will Pull Us Through.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. spaces for wide